coalition in support of national security advancement at a World Press Conference held in Abuja said the bill is an attempt to amend the constitution through the back door by creating another arm of the armed forces. The group raised concern over national security, economic implications and constitutional conflicts. In a joint address by Okwadan and Bilal Abdullahi, the coalition also highlighted the economic burden of establishing Coast Guard, which would require significant funding, potentially diverting resources from the Nigerian Navy. Furthermore, the group emphasized constitutional issue, noteworthy to state that the proposed Coast Guard contradicts Section 217 of the Nigerian Constitution, which recognized only the Army, Navy, and Air Force as branch of the armed forces.
The amount of incompetence needed to manage increasing complex security concerns might also be increased by funding the training of Nigerian Navy officers, especially in fields that demand proficiency in cybersecurity, intelligence collection, and environmental monitoring. By doing this, the Navy will definitely be strengthened to provide a strong defense against smuggling, piracy, and other maritime crime, greatly enhancing national security without the need to establish a separate Coast Guard. Secondly, Nigeria will be able to handle non-military duties more effectively, openly, and responsibly if civilian control for non-military maritime functions were given priority. For a better replacement of establishing a military Coast Guard, Nigeria might set up a civilian-run organization to manage tasks like environmental protection, customs enforcement, and search and rescue. In addition to avoiding duplication of Navy operations, this strategy would be in line with global best practices. For instance, the United Kingdom established the Maritime and Coast Guard Agency, a non-militarized agency in charge of search and rescue, pollution control, and other civilian duties, to distinguish its maritime military operations from civilian supervision. In contrast, it's known that South Africa's Navy has taken charge of its marine security, working with civilian organizations on non-military missions. By studying these effective models, Nigeria may establish a framework that guarantees effectiveness and responsibility without putting an excessive strain on resource or budget. Our position demonstrates a dedication to constitutional observance, effective resource allocation, and sensitivity to matters of national security. Establishing a new independent Coast Guard may seem appealing on the surface, but the practical implications suggest that a more integrated, resource-efficient, and constitutionally aligned approach would be far more beneficial for Nigeria's long-term security and economic stability.
What we are calling for is that we do not want another extension of the military. What we want is that the extant one should be given all of the necessary financial requirements, should be provided with all of the expertise, should be taken to other countries that they will get all of the needed experience to dutifully carry out their constitutional responsibility and mandate diligently. Having an extension one will cause a whole lot of conflict, and which, as a coalition that is concerned with national security and advancement, do not want to have that to fall in the coming period. So we are lending our voice as every other Nigerians, because a lot of Nigerians, not only our coalition are opposers of this bill, so we are also lending our voice that we are opposing this bill, and that the bill, which has currently passed second reading, should be trashed into the dustbin of history. The bill is not necessary, it's confusing, it's full of discrepancies, and of course in the coming period, if that bill succeeds, it's going to cause a whole lot of crises which we do not want.